working together. One of y'all isn't working harder than the other. Y'all are working together.
Yeah, y'all say till death do us part, blah blah blah. But I don't. Most of the time, that's not gonna last. Like some marriages nowadays, they don't last that long, like till life of them. They may, but most of them don't. So I mean, I think you should still be financially able that if you were to get a divorce and leave your partner, you'll still be able to hold your ground down. Exactly. You have to do.
50% of all marriages end in divorce. And I think the reason why, I think the reason why is because people, period. Hold on, wait. Let me say this. I think the reason why it's so tough for marriages to stay together is because you have back when my grandparents were married and their parents, you had set social norms. This is the word. I guess this is the word I've been searching for this entire discussion. Social norms. Social norms. This phrase here. Social norms. Social norms is what we've been talking about the whole time. But it's not. These are ideas that are that we believe are the truth about our society, right? Men act one way, women act one way, black people act one way, white people act one way, Latino people act one way, right? These are social norms.
I want to be in the front of the list next time, okay?
Latinas act one way.
Thank you.
And black, white, right?
And Mexicans act another way.
We're about to start a whole entire other
Right,
conversation.
I shut up right now, bro, because you were going to cause so many problems. And because what happens is there's a niche that's filled, right? Women are this way, men are this way, according to social norms, and so they fit together. And women acting within these norms, men acting within their norms.
Right.
And part of that was that certain things just didn't affect marriages, right? Women weren't women didn't own property at a certain point in history. Women couldn't vote.
Cheating didn't matter once upon a time.
Exactly, because the only way for a woman.
The man could do whatever he wants. The woman cheated on him, they were dead.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
The only way for a woman to have status in, before 1850 something, 1860s, was to be married, right?
Fun.
The only way they could own land is if their husband owned land. The only way they could vote, they couldn't vote, right? So as these social norms change, as women get to vote, as women begin to be property owners, when the social norm changes, other institutions like marriage become effective. Because now, like Francis is saying, you have two people who come in with their own stuff, not just material things, but intellectual. Like I have a PhD, you have a PhD, So it's like, who's the quote unquote woman in this scenario? Who's the breadwinner in this scenario?
Either person.
Now, if you can't reconcile that idea that the social norm has changed and women don't have to operate in society the way that they have been set up to, and that men don't have to operate in society the way that they have been set up to, the marriage can work. Okay. But if you have a situation where it's like women are supposed to be like this in the marriage and men are supposed to be this way, then it doesn't reconcile.
I'm not saying that. Well,
that's my belief.
I'm not trying to offend anybody in any way when I say this, but going back into the Bible in 1 Timothy, it states that the woman can't rule over the man, and I think it's not like this today. It's just that society's changed it, and so that's why we have the woman doing the work and crap, and the men doing whatever they want. Because they...
But if it changed, hold on, what are you trying to say?
Well, in 1 Timothy it says...
Would it be that way?
It says that the man is always above the woman, pretty much, but not like with your society or anything. Like, as far as it goes, the woman can't be the boss of the man.
Okay, I
Pretty
got
much.
Okay.
But I think, wait, I'm not trying to offend anyone, but I think society just took it and changed it so they pretty much are like, well, since the Bible said that, just a couple little more changes.
But you gotta watch that because everybody don't believe in the Bible.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
believe
Yeah,
in
that's
the
why
Bible.
you just said. That's why you
I said I
said.
didn't mean to offend anyone at all. I'm just using a reference.
Kaylin, did you want to say?
I say ain't nobody over nobody, but like in my household, like my mom not just my dad as a leader of the house, he's just a leader, but a leader can still make bad decisions.
Yeah.
That's why we all the family help each other.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's what I was talking
But
about. The man is the leader of the house, but doesn't mean that he gets to do whatever crap he wants.
But that's different.
The woman
because-
just can't be above him. That's all.
So that's different because some households don't even have like a father, or some households don't even have a mother.
So
That's-
then it's different. Then it's different.
And then our
Because
boys
since they're
are
kids, since if you have
So
boys,
then if
they're
the
just kids. So the woman can work
so then if there's a
above
little
everyone
boy,
else
if there's a little boy growing up with his mama that's a single parent,
Until
he's
he
gonna
becomes
think,
18.
oh.
until he becomes an adult. Then it's not right.
But still, if he grows up in that situation, he's gonna be like it's gonna be different from you growing up when you're growing up with your father and your mother in the
I
same
see
house.
what you're
Whatever.
saying,
Because there's some things the mother cannot
Cannot
do,
do.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
there's some things the dad cannot do.
Yeah, and I understand what
So
you're saying.
unless you have both parents, then something gonna be wrong.
Like I learned how to build a car from the ground up, pretty much, from my dad, because my mom didn't know anything about that. So I understand what you're saying.
But that's that's
And my mom
not
taught
a
me-
stereotype. Because how can you
No,
say
it's not a stereotype. I'm
it
just
is a
saying.
stereotype because they're saying that fathers teach this and mothers teach that.
I just
That's
said
not
I
true.
learned that from my parents. My dad knows how to bake. Is that wrong?
My dad makes some very good cake.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Is that wrong?
Very good.
No, it's not wrong.
And he taught me how to do that. There's nothing wrong with that.
No,
Just taking
what
care
are
of
you
myself.
saying?
I'm all lost.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
What are you trying to say?
Well, she said that there's only things that a father can do and only things that a mother can teach her is a stereotype because there's just specific things. But my dad knows how to bake, and that's something my mom also knows how to do. But he taught me.
So then if you are in a family that you only got your mom, then your mom can teach you everything.
Exactly.
You just won't have that father figure.
Yeah,
Or either
pretty
if
much.
you
Basically.
so then it's not that your mom or your dad can't teach you everything. Because you can whatever you learn from your father, you can learn from your mother, whatever you learn from
Exactly.
your father, you can
That's
learn
what I'm
from your
saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay. Yeah. And then, Francis, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was first.
Oh, sorry. You're right.
I don't think that's true.
Exactly.
Okay, so say you had to agree.
Okay. Then we'll go 7 questions. Then we'll okay. Go 7. Go 7.
All right. Well, my parents basically, they said that a marriage cannot work without respect for the other person. If respect is there, it doesn't matter, man, woman, job, doesn't matter. If you have respect for what that person's doing,
And what they
such as my dad's the one who's teaching me how to cook. My mom can't cook at all. She's horrible at it. But like it comes also back to father-mother figure. There are those emotional discussions that they not always can be, which is why a lot of times, like back in the old days, that's why they would remarry so fast, so they could put that figure back in place.
It's like Stephanie said. I mean, I agree completely with Stephanie. But like, as long as there's people who care for each other, it doesn't matter if you're black or white or what. I mean, it doesn't matter. You two can be two different people. As long as you care for each other,
And you
it should work
respect
out.
each other, you respect each
Yeah.
other.
Like my mom
Exactly.
knows that she can interrupt some things with my dad, but fantasy football is one thing she cannot interrupt. My mom knows that there are some. My dad also knows that there are some things you can't interrupt with my mom, such
Like, I
as.
can't do fantasy football, so.
All right, Francis.
Okay, well, I was about to say, I mean, I guess my parents were, like, really freaky, so my dad's, like, really freaky.
Did you go off with your mom and your dad?
Yeah, like, I guess that's why they're freakish, because they respect each other. I mean, you can't really respect someone who's, like, can't take care of themselves, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, they would never think of separating because, I mean, they're just, like, they're perfect because they respect each other with what they're good at.
I mean,
they're,
I-
like, kind of opposite, but not exactly. You know
They
what I'm saying?
compliment
Same with
each
my
other.
mom.
They
So my mom and dad
I
are
don't
exactly
know
the
if you or
opposite.
anything, but I'm saying, you said to me you can't respect a person that can't take care of them. Like, if you had a husband that was paralyzed from the waist down.
That's
No,
not like
but
that.
that's
That's
a
I think
that's
she
a
means-
way
I
to
think-
change.
Yeah, I think
I did not
clarify. I think she means like
Like,
can't survive on their own. So I understand what you're saying. Yeah,
I'm just
he's
making sure.
Yeah, like they can't make their own money, that's what she's saying.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, I can, like, you can't help if you're paralyzed.
Yeah.
But
That's
she's
not what
saying,
she was saying.
she's
She was
saying,
saying,
Yeah, I know. I was. I think you're gonna slide at me.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, so, but what I was gonna say is like, what y'all were saying a while ago was, that the man is the leader of the house even though, like, y'all were saying that, like, the man is the leader of the house my mom is the leader of the house, and my dad has always called the leader of the house. He's always like, she's the smartest. If you have any questions, you ask her. If you want any money, you go ask her. If you want anything, you have to ask her. And if you ask him to do something, he's like, I will not make that decision. You need to ask her because she's made the money longer than me. She's more responsible than me, and he's smart, but like she's like smarter financial wise. She's like, and so he respects her, and he, I don't know. I mean, I like that about my dad. Like he. I lost my train of thought. But anyway, no, but she's the leader of the house, and he knows that, and we all know that, and so I think that's kind of odd that y'all were like the man is the leader of the house, no matter what people